Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Dethroning the Kings. Woo! Welcome to Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, traveling at the speed of light to race home back to his primetime radio studios at his palatial estates, where his servants opened the door and had his mic ready.
Yeah, right.
In his one-bedroom apartment.
More like Winston left me a pee puddle. That's more accurate to what happens when Scott opens the door over here.
We're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Everybody's chiming in, like Matt Freudenberg on the Facebook Live. Andre from Norway is tuning in again.
Hey, Andre, what's going on, man?
Tuning again on Facebook Live, and I'm seeing all of all the chats and chatter and all that kind of stuff. But I'm very happy right now. I'm extremely happy. My boy Eric Holla came through when I made that prediction on pregame that he would score. And Beer Baron also made the prediction on pregame that the Jaguars would beat the Chargers when they were down 27-0.
Yeah.
That was a very,
shocking all around.
I know. And how much money did we win? Nothing, because we didn't bet on it.
It's not hot in Hollywood tonight. Let me tell you, the rain has put a damper on the LA teams out here, and everyone else is taking advantage. But in reality, come on, the Devils outplayed the Kings tonight, save for maybe like the first 10 minutes of the game. They took another old goaltender, and they made him look like a grandpa out there, getting a little revenge from about 10 years ago. Right, Sam Wu?
Yeah, it's not like we can move on or anything. Yeah, it was revenge. I was hoping they would take a penalty, take a 5-minute penalty for no reason, just to alter the game.
Yes, and Supernova, I wish I could go back to my my back of the album lighting, where it was just like the outprint of my face last night, like in my car. But yes, full-blown studio right here tonight. Excited about a big Devils victory over the Los Angeles Kings. What a game, what a game. We're going to talk about it right now exclusively on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Welcome to a true edition of Devils After Dark here on the East Coast. That's right, we're late night tonight. I saw some people talking about a mature win by the Devils. We're in those can we use the mature language, Sam Wu, because it's after 1 a.m. now on the East Coast? Is that? No. Okay.
No. That's not what I was saying. I was saying there's a lot of ways to pronounce mature. Some people say mature.
Mature. Yeah, mature. Very, very, very mature. Well, the Devils looked like a maturing team. And the Kings look like, the Kings are a good team this year, a lot more improved. You saw a couple, Fiala, Byfield is, finally coming into the game, Drew Dowdery and everybody else that's still, Kopitar, who's still around, some of those longtime vets that are still here playing in Los Angeles. But game number 43, the Road Warriors, oh, what a rush. Legion of Doom style, the Road Warriors were back in action once again, looking for their Four Horsemen style. We got Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, and the Four Horsemen. Oh, the wrestling references going on already here tonight on Devils After Dark. Woo!
Do you remember that time when Elizabeth got knocked out?
I made a reference that you didn't understand?
No, when Elizabeth got knocked out, I think it was Hulk Hogan.
You mean Miss Elizabeth?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it was a long time ago.
Yes,
that's what I felt like.
When the Mega Powers exploded, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. Of course I do, Sam Wu.
Yes.
I'm a nerd. Come on. Duh. Ooh, yeah, can you dig it? The cream always rises to the top, Sam. Woo. That's what the Macho Man Randy Savage says. Dig it! Sam was already lost. He's already like,
I'm ready.
I stopped paying attention to you a while ago.
I just want a Slim Jim right now. I'll be back.
Oh, wow. Snapping into a Slim Jim. Well, the Devils are snapping into a 4-game winning streak over here against the Los Angeles Kings. Mac Black is in goal. Nolan Foote was back in the lineup once again. Nikita Ahoytuk, who had himself another nice game. That's my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. Nikita, keep knocking heads. I didn't catch this last night because I wasn't counting. But he had 8 hits last night against the Ducks. Continued again. Had some little fisticuff action there in the third period. Nikita Ahoytuk played a strong game. But let's talk about this. Mac Black, first time in goal in like 2-3 weeks now. Same thing actually with Quick as well. He hasn't been in the net for a while, so he might have been a little rusty. And it started out with the Kings actually really coming out strong in the first period. They got themselves a PPG power play goal. It's one downfall so far of this little road trip going on. Devils gave up 2 power play goals last night. They gave up the shorties against Carolina, and now they have two power play goals tonight. So it started out, though, with Fiala getting his goal. Oh, wait, I got to get over to the old box score over here. His 16th. Yeah, Kevin Fiala. It's not one you want to leave alone. Damon Severson. Forgot about that guy behind you there on the power play. Who was it? It was Kempe taking the pass from Drew Daugherty over to Kempe, who fires it across to Fiala, who had a nice, easy tip in there for the power play goal there at 6:32 of the first to put the Kings up 1-0. And as a Devils fan, the Kings had a lot of shots on goal in the first period. They had like 15. Well, look, yeah, 15 shots on goal there in that first period. You're wondering, oh boy, back-to-back West Coast trip. The Devils hitting like a little jet lag over here. But really, they kind of settled into the game. They didn't have a ton of shots in the first period, but they kind of took the momentum back. Not too long after that, about another 6 minutes later, Thomas Tatar again on the power play. You get 2 PPGs, one for the Kings and one for your New Jersey Hockey Devils here. In the first period, Thomas Tatar says, okay, Fiala, you want to lose someone? I'm going to purposely get open in front. The beef is starting to show with this team. And that could be a little Ahoytuk. It could be a lot of Palat as well, leading this team again. But this was a great goal there by Thomas Tatar on the power play, his 10th of the season. Devils are working the point like they like to do on that power play. Who did that go to? Was it Hughes to Heischer? And then was it? No. Was it Jackie Boy? I think it was Hamilton over to the wing to Jack Hughes, who was able to kind of creep in a little bit. He gets his shot on goal. It must have hit Nico along the way because Nico ended up getting an assist on this one. And then Tom Tatar, if you watch the replay on this, you will see Tom Tatar make separation between the defensemen. Where Fiala previously, lost Damon Severson, Tom Tatar literally is just pushing. I can't remember who it was on the Kings, just out of the way. Get out of my way. I am going to be in front of this net here, and I'm going to create some havoc. And wouldn't you know it, the shot comes right back. I guess it ricocheted off Nico and then comes right back to Tatar, who put it up top, up on the roof job right over there. Glove side against Jonathan Quick. Tatar his 10th. Heischer gets the primary. It's his 22nd. And Hughes gets the secondary assist, his 25th. Some more power play points for our boy, Jackie Boy, right there. But the Devils kind of regained their stride, I feel like, right there. That first 10 minutes, the Kings really came out strong. Once the Devils got that goal, it kind of evened out a little bit more. Mac Black made some really good saves there in the first period. Like we said, 15 shots on goal for the Kings, and Mac Black coming up with 13 saves. And then it happened. In the second period, it happened. A Sam Wu prediction came true. This doesn't happen very often. We all know about Sam's score prediction record, right? We had to come up with the OTL just to make him feel better at times because he was losing so much on the score predictions. But Sam Wu got one right tonight. That is for sure, because Erik Haula, yes, I said that right, Erik Haula scored a goal. He didn't win a face-off. He scored a goal. Believe it or not, his third of the season, wrist shot right here. And this is one that, Sam, he's going to cheers to himself with a little Gato. Is that what you're going to do? You Gato and chilling? Is that what's going on?
Exactly, although this is Kirkland brand. Does that count?
So it's a generic Gato and chill? Is that what's going on over there? This one was really set up by a strong play by Dawson Mercer, who we've been talking about, or at least I've been talking about, for a number of weeks now, looking more and more like a young Adam Henrique. I just love the play all around from Dawson Mercer. But no look pass by Mercer really set this up with strong play in the defensive zone into the neutral to spring Erik Haula and damn it, who was it? 2-on-1. I can't remember. It was a 2-on-1. It was Haula and someone else, but Erik Haula brought it in and he decided to shoot himself, and he snuck it in between the arm and body of Jonathan Quick. Probably one the goaltender wants back there. There were a number of kind of soft goals there. Sorry, Johnny boy. But it is what it is. Even heard, if you heard any of the radio call, you heard Chico Resch on there saying, he's like, he looks shook. He looks shook. He doesn't look good. He's like, I know. I've been in that position before where I've let up some soft goals and I wasn't feeling good. And he was saying that, you know what, it'd probably be smart for the Kings to pull Jonathan Quick. He's like, but for the devil's sake, I hope they leave him in there because he doesn't look like his normal self right now. And I think Chico was right on the money with that. So Haula gets his third from Mercer, his 17th assist on the season at 2:37 of the second period. Devils open it up there in the second, going back to their ways of that strong second period play. Right after that, actually, too, Dougie put one off the crossbar. And then Kopitar got his the second power play goal for the Kings, their last one of the game. And this was kind of some good puck luck here. I don't think you could really fault Mac Black on either of these two goals that he gave up tonight. I thought he played strong game, really did. This was a shot, Drew Dowdy from the point, and Kopitar. It's going to the left, and Kopitar tips it with his stick, and it ends up deflecting back and hits him in the leg or just somewhere in the mid-region. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was off his leg or stomach, and then deflects past Mac Black. So really a tough one. You can't really fault Blackwood on that one. Another power play goal for the Kings to tie it up 2-2 at 6:48 of the second, but then almost immediately after that, less than a minute later, what was that, 52 seconds later? 50-some seconds? I'm bad at math. At 7:40 of the second, oh, my boy, been talking about him all year, bringing the beef with the hits, and now he's going to go and get some goals as well? Are you kidding me? Nikita Ahoytuk with his first for the Devils. Coming at 7:40 of the second period, Palat gets his first assist of the season. Welcome back, buddy. Jack Hughes gets some more points right there. His 26th assist right here. And, this was Nikita coming in, and he had all the room in the world because the defense kind of backed off on him. And he was able to bring the puck in and kind of move around to the left wing. And then he kind of stopped and he shot it real fast. And this is probably another one that Jonathan Quick from maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago just eats up. And it's a stoppage in play, but it gets by him off his blocker. Hoytuk gets his first. at 7:40 of the second, putting the Devils up 3-2. Technically the game winner. So bravo there, Nikita. Proud of you, buddy. Palat gets his first assist on the season. Like we said, Jack Hughes is 26. But then the Devils' defense was not done. We got to give a shout to our boy, Little Fireboy, hit me up on Instagram before the game. He was saying he hoped that Ryan Graves gets a goal, and I'm going to get Doc some Woo Bucks here because we're going off the rails on a gravy train. Ryan Graves gets his fourth of the season, a blast from the point that hits one of the Kings way up high and starts doing the old knuckle puck towards the net, off a quick, and in. Kudos to Igor Sharangovich, who was working the puck. Nico Hischier in front of the net, much like he was with the Jack Hughes goal last night. If you blinked, you might have thought that Nico had tipped it as well, but it goes to the gravy train himself. His fourth goal of the season, Igor Sharangovich. Nice to see you back on the score sheet, kid. It's been a while for a goal. I think it's been like 8 games or so that you've scored a goal, but hey, put some points on the board. He really worked that puck to get it to around the board on the perimeter to get it to Ryan Graves to be able to put that blast home. Man, Devils up 4-2. That's at 10:57 of the second, and you really felt like the Devils were in control after that. In the third, it was more Mackenzie Blackwood stopping a penalty shot, one of the most exciting plays in all of sports against Kevin Fiala, who scored the first goal for the Kings. So Mackenzie Blackwood coming through right there. Ahoy Took getting feisty, throwing a little fisticuff action there. They didn't drop the gloves, but you know, Still mucking it up. Miles Wood actually getting involved as well. It's the beef. It's the beef. Like to see it. And then late in the third period, Jesper Bratt puts the nail in the coffin. The empty net, the ENG at 18:56 of the third. His 18th of the season. Sharangovich gets another assist right there. His 10th, and the gravy train once again. 2-point game for Ryan Graves. He gets his 11th assist there on Bratt's 18th, the empty net goal to seal the deal at 18:56. Your 3 stars of the game, Jack Hughes gets your first, Drew Doughty gets your second, and Damon Severson, your 3rd star. Shots on goal for the Devils, 6, 7, 15 for a total of 28. Kings, 15, 11, 11 for a total of 37. Kings had the advantage on the face-off percentage there, 52% to 48. Devils were 1 for 3 on the power play. Kings were 2 for 4. 32 hits for the Devils. Woo, baby. They just take coming out to the West Coast to wake up with the beef. Oh, I think that's our boy Nikita Ahoytuk and Palat getting a lot more comfortable in that lineup. 32 hits to 21, 13 blocks for the Devils, 19 block shots for the Kings. They did a good job of getting in those lanes and trying to take away some shot opportunities from the Devils. Only 5 giveaways. Big game for the Devils. At 6 out of a possible 6 points so far on this road trip. We got 10 in total that we could be getting. We got a game against San Jose on Monday, which let's, hey, knock on wood, it's a winnable game, but they still got to play it. But liked where the Devils are right now on this road trip so far, beating Carolina, beating the Kings, taking care of business with the Ducks. Let's see if they can do the same with the San Jose Sharks on Monday, and then worry about the Kraken on Thursday. 17-2-1 on the road, Sam Wu. Road friggin' Warriors. They are unstoppable on that road. And don't forget, one of those losses was the first game of the season against the old Philadelphia Flyers. That was a long time ago. 4th win in a row. Like seeing these numbers. Like to see these type of streaks. Not those pointless or winless streaks going on. These are the type of streaks we like to see from our New Jersey Hockey Devils. 4 wins in a row. hot in Hollywood. Devils over the Kings 5-2. Love to hear what you think about it on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. And we're going to turn it over right now to the king of the football calls himself, Sam Wu, on the frozen tundra of New Jersey.
Thank you, Scotty. I'll take it from here. You like that? You like that traditional handoff?
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah. What can you say about the Devils right now? Out on this road trip, on the road, outscoring their opponents 16-7 against Carolina. Anaheim, I can understand, but Carolina and the Kings, that's unbelievable. And little Fireboy gave me a stat for pregame that I believe before the game started, the goal differential was for the Devils is 36 and the Kings 0. And we knew that the Devils were going to put up some goals against the Kings. I mean, it was dominating fashion. You know why they're dominating, Scotty? They're playing smart. They're playing smart, but they've been playing consistent 60 minutes of hockey, and they just kept going even to the end of the game. They weren't, they were trying to get that empty net. They were just playing hard. I saw Damon Severson walk in with the puck through the neutral zone, and in the end, he just dumped it in for a change. Very smart. We're seeing smarter plays. Like I am a big fan of dumping the puck in, and reset, and not doing too much for your team. Just keep it simple, and they've kept everything simple. Going hard to the net has been good, very good. Siegenthaler almost had a goal there. It was so close. It was so
another
close
one. Yep, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, I mean, if it weren't for the Kings to have black and white, type uniforms, they may have called it conclusively. But that puck was definitely there. It's just there was no way to prove it, unfortunately. So, did you like my assessment in the group text that I said it was a goal?
Sam Wu, you were obviously the authority on these things. So
yeah. Not that I'm a homer or anything.
Not that you're a homer.
Yeah.
And by the way, I apologize. I drew Doughty. I'm sorry. I always want to call him Daughtry after the stupid singer guy. So I don't even know why. It just always comes out of my mouth. So apologies if I was combining them together with my gummied up brain right now.
And you want to know something? Here I am listening. I'm like, I've had it wrong this entire time.
Doughty. Yeah, no. I'm just all over the place right now.
You know what? I'll call him Daughtry because you know what? Because of 2012, I'm not going to even recognize. I'm not going to even recognize him. Anyway. So
and actually, Swamp Fox just pulled this out too. Yeah, Dougie actually flattened someone tonight too. So it's nice to see the beef starting to come around, Sam Wu. How long have we been waiting for this beef to show up here for this team?
I don't know, 10 years? I'm dead serious. It's been a long time. I mean, just you felt, even with Jack, you felt like they have what we call a killer instinct. Like they smell blood and they just kept at it. There were a bunch of animals out there. They were sharks. Oh, I shouldn't use that reference because yeah. No, it was by accident. But I'll tell you what, Jack Hughes. Remember, I keep on going back to this. Remember his rookie year where, he just like bounces off of players. They crush him into the boards. Now it's like he's so fearless going into the corners. I never thought this day would happen. I always thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be, a little wimpy, but and Dawson Mercer, just that line of McLeod, Mercer, just and skipping me who's on the other part of the line, but
Holla,
no.
yeah, Holla, yeah.
So, and you know what? That's all.
Sharon Govich. No, wait, Sharon Govich is playing with Wood, right? And Foot. And Foot didn't get much ice time tonight.
Boquist.
Oh, and Boquist. Oh, man, I'm all over the place. Foot didn't get as much ice time tonight with a lot of the special teams going on. And another important point to bring up, by the way, almost forgot, Sam Wu. Devils keeping pace with Carolina because the Canes won earlier in the evening. Mm-hmm. And, both teams have played 43 games. Canes got 61 points. Devils got 59, but Devils have 28 wins to the Canes 27. Canes got 7 OTLs. So, that's just an important thing right there that could come down, at the end of the season. That could be something very important, those regulation wins that the Devils have been putting it up. Haven't been a lot of overtime games for the Devils this year, which is very important at the end of the season. So it's good for them to keep pace with those Carolina Hurricanes as well. Because we saw the Hurricanes, they went, 11 games in a row before they lost, and then they kind of went on this little slide. And much like the Devils now, the Canes are starting to, probably turn it around. So they're not going to be a team that just drops. They're going to have a little slump, and then Rod Brind'Amour is going to right that ship, and they're going to be back there, putting up points. So very important for the Devils to keep pace with the Carolina Hurricanes, and they did that tonight.
They definitely did that tonight, and I'm just looking at. These are solid victories.
Oh yeah.
These are just 2 solid points. San Jose, they should take care of business there. They should at least. It's a 4 p.m. Eastern start on Monday. And then the Seattle Kraken. And I'm looking forward to that game. I'll tell you the reason why. Because who would ever thought that the Seattle Kraken would, for at least me, piss me off when they hurt Jack Hughes last season. And of course, they've got the new arena. They're the newest team, and they're the original 32 team. One of the original 32. So that should be a great game. And look at all the people that are like online right now, on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Matt Freudenberger thinks that because I picked the Holla. The Holla stick, that's why he scored.
Could be.
If you know that story. Zach Addison, you're my new best friend.
And Jack Hughes, 52 points already on the season in only 42 games. Man. And what's he at now? He's got how many? I can't remember how many goals it is in the last 20 or so games he's got. He is just on fire. He is on fire. Right now he's on pace for, what could be the greatest offensive season in Devils history.
Yeah.
He's got 28 goals already. We've never had a 50-goal scorer. How many did Gianta have? 48, right?
48, yep. He came close.
He had 48 that one year, right? He's got the all-time record. And Elias has got the point record, I believe, with 96, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And this is only his 4th year.
28 goals. 28 goals were pretty much a little bit over the halfway point. So if you just say times 2, just for the argument, that's 56 goals, 55 goals. Judy says on pace for 54-ish. Shout out to Zach Addison. Ain't no holla back, girl. Glad to see holla blast one into the net. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, man.
Thank you for the super chat.
Wow. Ain't no holla back, girl. Wow.
We will play.
Wow.
We will play.
Wow, Gwen Stefani. Okay.
Yeah, we'll play Gwen Stefani at our $500,000 party. The $500,000 party. We're gonna have DJ Shelley play that. When you're feeling hella good, you just keep on winning.
Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Hey, hella good. Hell, there you go. Devils. I didn't even pick that up right there.
Hey. Are we gonna have like a Z Morning Zoo like parody music to play on Devils After Dark?
No. Well, maybe, but it'll be a lot better. You know,
okay.
We'll do that. I'll get that. Oh, Max, you're right. It's 54. TSN is not updated. You're correct. It's 54 points from because of tonight's games. You're right. I am sorry. I was just looking at the old TSN page over here. So I stand corrected for his 2 assists tonight. So there you go. 54 points in 43 games.
I got to address Judy. Sorry, because she's asked this question twice. I wanted to get to it. Sam, did you hear about Zacha? About his contract that he just signed. 4 years, $4.75 million per with the Boston Bruins. Did you hear about that, Scotty?
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I just don't think he was the right fit. I think Holla, I'm telling you, the Devils won that trade deal. They definitely did. I can say that with a straight face.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I don't know. Zacha, it just, something about it. I don't know if it was just, you know, the first round pick of it and the expectations we all had for him. And, you know, when he came in, it was kind of like everyone thought he was going to be like the next Elias. You know, it was a bit, and they got to play together in those like couple games. You know, it's just like, whoa. The young check forward with the, you know, the should-be Hall of Fame check forward. You know, I just don't think he was ever going to be able to live up to those expectations. And it is what it is. I mean, I don't think he's doing anything that he didn't really do in New Jersey with Boston. And he's actually got a, you know, from when he was with the Devils, he's got a better supporting cast around him. I mean, Zacha is still very streaky. I mean, if you look at like when he scores his goals, it's just like you get like three or four goals in like 2 games, and then you get nothing for a large number of them.
What's disappointing about Zacha was there was a period of time during the shortened season, you know, the shortened COVID season, where that was his best season with the Devils, where we saw him progress, where he was the guy that was winning the battle in the corners. Remember all those Devils After Darks? Like, he would win the battles in the corners. He was scoring. He was
that 1 year,
yeah. And then he just disappears. Like, it's almost like he doesn't forget about the score sheet. You forget that he even exists out on the ice. Whereas Holla, we can make fun of him all we want, but at least Holla does all those little things that need to be done that nobody appreciates, like trying to win the face-offs, or, you know, a lot of these plays that, you know, he misses the net and all that. Eventually they will go through. The fact of the matter is he has Holla knows where to be at the right place at the right time. He just needs to finish. And I think it's, you know, it's my theory that towards the later stages of the season, and then once you go into the playoffs where everything reset, I think that's where he's going to shine. I don't think we've seen the best of Holla yet. I really don't. That's why I'm, you know, just like a shrewd investor, I'm buying in early when the stock is low. So I can be like with Lindy Ruff last year. I told you we should have kept him. Just saying. Plus, you know, my season ticket rep, Ron, he was shocked that I picked Holla hockey stick over autographed stick over Severson, and I told him straight up. I said, "You just watch, because once I take this stick, it's going to be in high demand."
Okay.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say because you would have, exposed Damon Severson in the expansion draft a few years ago, but,
Hey, you know what? Nobody could have predicted Bastion would have been back with the Devils, but it also did prove what's nice about that incident, Scotty, is it proved that the reasoning behind it was actually valid. It's just probably shouldn't have exposed Damon Severson, but I really wanted to keep Bastion. And he's skating with the team right now.
Yep. Should be back relatively soon, and then Marino should follow after that. So by the end of the month, I think, we should have Bastion back here, and then following that, we'll see some John Marino action. So and let's just hope we still see the continued hard play from some of these young kids, from the Ahoytuks, Zetterlund and Alexander Holtz and now Nolan Foote are all kind of getting the opportunities to get into the lineup. When Bastion gets back, those opportunities may dry up a little bit. Hopefully no one else gets injured, but those opportunities may not be there. There are some other names that you maybe could flip in and out on this, but they should try to take advantage of it while they can. I thought Nolan Foote, last night had a pretty good game. It didn't really, like I said, it didn't get as much ice time tonight with the special teams going on, but because he's not on the power play and he's not on the penalty kill, but he's going to get an opportunity to prove himself. So we'll see what happens. And I really do like the play. You know me, I've been tooting that Nikita Ahoytuk horn for a while. I was calling for him to be called up and put into the lineup because we need someone who could actually hit some people out there. But he hasn't played recklessly. I don't feel like he's played, I don't think you find him out of position all the time. He's made a few, mistakes here and there, but I don't think he's made anything super like cringe, like, oh man, how did you do that? He seems to be in position. For me too, I think he's a lot faster than I thought he would be on the ice. You can see him get from side to side pretty fast. He's got good start stop speed, and I don't know. I've liked what I've seen from him. I mean, I love the beef. I think it's something that we've definitely been missing and definitely need. So yeah, I mean, it was. I like having him in the lineup, but when Marino comes back again, that's going to be a spot that gets taken up unless there is a trade made with one of the other defensemen. Damn it, Severson. We'll see what happens with that though.
Yeah, I'm looking up the stats here. Bahala, he's got 3 goals, but he's got 20 points total. Yep. I think Zacha has about 25. So they're not that far. They're not that far off, and Holland's just been missing the net first half of the season. So again, it's just wow. 2:15 a.m. Eastern, and the LGD podcast is rolling. Yes, Judy. Yes, we're still rolling. We don't take shifts off here, folks. This is high quality.
No shifts off.
This is high quality live programming here that no other fan base would have. Yeah.
That's the way we do it. It's a true Devils After Dark here. But we should, because I know it is getting early in the morning there, or late in the evening, however you want to say it, for the great Sam Wu. I'm
awake right now. I'm wired.
We should get to you versus Wu, our score prediction contest that we have going on here all season long. The Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Score predictions happen on Game Day Live with Vinny Parisi and Sam Wu, and then we see how it all turned out on Devils After Dark. Now, we had the very special Beer Baron appearance today, hosting Game Day Live, and we know he was on the money about his Jaguars-Chargers prediction for the Jags coming back somehow or another. Man, Chargers, how did you let them come back in the second half like that? Crazy time. But what was the great Beer Baron's score prediction for tonight's game?
He did it for the crew. 3-1 Devils.
3-1. Okay, so loss for the old for and crew. He gets the L up over there. How about the wonderful Samu? And I know he's trying to get his extra credit here with the Eric Halla stuff and everything like that. So let's see what you got. Maybe we'll give you a +1 on the night, for your extra Halla, for your Eric Halla prediction. But what did you have for the score, Sam Wu?
I was close. 8-5 Devils.
8-5 Devils. Okay.
I mean,
wow.
That's why I needed.
You were thinking Quick and Blackwood were going to be a little bit rustier than they appeared this evening.
You know what? You got to give Mac Black some credit. I thought it was going to be an offensive fun and gun shootout, and if Siegenthaler had that goal there, it could have been 6, and then who knows what could have happened in between. But Mac Black, he did his job. He looked confident out there. He was moving. He wasn't getting rattled. And Mac Black did his job. You know why? Because Vanacek gets some rest. Mac Black, this tandem, it could be a beautiful thing right now to have 2 healthy goaltenders and playing well.
Do you think Vanacek completes the trip? Plays against San Jose on Monday afternoon and then Kraken on Thursday? Because Seattle's another good team. LA and it was like Cane's good, Ducks bad, Kings good, Sharks bad, Kraken good. So do you think you just ride Vanacek for the next 2, or do you alternate? Do you throw Blackwood back in there?
I would alternate.
You would throw, so you would put Vanacek against against the Sharks, and then Blackwooded against Seattle.
Correct.
Okay.
I would do that. There's no right or wrong answer to this. See, that's the beauty of having a tandem. And
Max thinks they're showcasing Mac Black. Could be. That would be something for San Jose, who is a rebuilding team. We know our old buddy, former coach Mike Greer, is the GM now. And they are a team that's looking for a lot of young pieces. And we all know they have a certain Swiss forward that a lot of people would like on our team.
So you're suggesting Mac Black for Timo Meyer?
If you're gonna, I don't think Greer's gonna give up Timo straight up like that. But if he did, hell's yes, yes, absolutely, 100%.
I'll even add in a super chat over to the San Jose Sharks if they make that trade.
You'll send him a super chat. Thanks, Greer. Yeah, loved you as the assistant coach. But no, it's true. The Sharks are a team that is looking to rebuild. They're obviously, not very good this year. They got a couple of pieces like Timo, but I don't think he's going to be sticking around on the team. He is someone who can fetch them, some good prospects, some good draft picks. So it might be interesting. So that might be something, might be a time to showcase a Mac Black or maybe someone like a Nolan Foote, or perhaps maybe some of these other forwards. I'm not ready to give up on Alexander Holtz yet, but maybe some of these other players that the Devil, we know the Devils have a ton of prospects, so it could be a game in San Jose where the Devils are maybe they are showcasing a few players.
Yeah, it could be.
And Greer's got, obviously, being a former assistant coach over here, he knows the people in our system very well. In our management system very well.
Mark on the Facebook Live says Hoychuk looked pretty good. A few times he didn't finish his defensive play, but good to see more beef. See, people are talking about the beef. The beef. We love the beef.
The beef. All right, Sam. Well, it's getting pretty late. over there on the East Coast. And we know we got some early fun playoff football tomorrow for everyone to check out as well. But figure we wrap it up over here. Another great win for this New Jersey team. First 6 points they possibly could have got, they got them. Looking to now maybe get all 10. Who knows? They definitely got the opportunity to. They just keep playing the way they're playing. They definitely should beat San Jose, who is a team way below them. And Seattle, although they are a good team, the Devils can definitely best them as well. Yeah. So very excited for the prospects of this team. We know how good they are out on the road. Maybe this is just a way to get another one of those really long winning streaks, or just in general, you're going to lose one or two here and there. But overall, maybe they can run off another one of those 8-2 in their last 10 type of deal.
Yep.
And maybe play a little leapfrog action with those Carolina Hurricanes once again. And don't look now. The Rangers are right behind us too. They're only 4 points back. So you got to keep that going, because that Metro is just
crazy.
Pittsburgh's kind of flopping a little bit right now. That's been their MO, seems like, this year. But the Rangers are going to be a good team. I think the Islanders are going to figure it out and finish strong. We know Carolina. Washington is just, there's too many veterans on that team. So the Devils got to keep this going. And right now on the road, man, they are just owning it all season long. 17-2-1. Hot damn. That's a road record right there, Sam.
Yeah. Want to thank all those tuning in on the YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Still a lot of people. And thank you to our good friend Zach Addison for the super chat. And oh my goodness, said Dawson hit puberty a few games ago.
Hey guys, can you still buy me a beer? I don't want you to buy me a beer.
Hey Ballquist, what are you doing tonight? You want to go for a beer run? Anyway, yeah.
Art Heaton, you know what Ty Smith is doing? Drop pass to nobody on that PP1 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know it's coming every single time. Here comes Ty. There goes the puck, the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But he can make a meat steak.
We'll be back later tonight for the Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Probably going to have a Woo report somewhere in the middle there. Have a happy Devil Sunday. Till next time, let's go Devils.